p black elements. The electron which enters into the p orbital known as p black elements. P black elements consisting of group 13 to group 18 elements. Group 17 elements are called as halogens. Group 13 elements are called as noble gases. P black elements consisting of metals, metalloids as well as non-metals. This is the group 13 elements of P black elements. The group 13 elements of P black elements are considered as boron family because the group 13 elements, the first element is called as boron. So this kind of the family is called as boron family. When we observe the boron family is having the number of elements such as boron, aluminum, gallium, indium as well as titanium. Okay, these are all considered as group 13 elements. When we see the electronic configuration of boron family, the last electron enters into the p orbital, and also the elements which exhibit the electronic configuration of ns to np1, s orbitals are completely filled and the remaining electron enters into the p orbital. That's why group 13 elements exhibit ns to np1 configuration. Group 13 elements are able to exhibit number of trends in the periodic properties. Those trends are nothing but atomic radii. The atomic radii of group 13 elements are completely increases from top to bottom. But there is the exception. The main exception is nothing but the atomic radii of gallium is very less than aluminum. This is only nothing but having the inter-evening d orbitals as well as poor shielding effect or the poor screening effect. So because of having these reasons, there is the exception of gallium and aluminum with respect to the atomic radii. We have the number of atomic radii values in terms of pm. While discussion about ionization enthalpy of group 13 elements, the ionization enthalpy values do not decrease smoothly down to the group. So all the group 13 elements are having almost equal ionization enthalpy values. So this is only nothing but poor screening effect of d and f electrons in their orbitals. Here the ionization enthalpy values are completely three types. Always the first ionization enthalpy values are lower than the second ionization enthalpy, which is completely lower than the third ionization enthalpy. This is very important. Now what are the physical properties of group 13 elements? You know that boron is considered as the non-metal, and boron is the non boron is the crystalline compound which is produced by the combination of number of boron molecules together. So because of having the hard nature, boron is having a high melting point. But all the remaining metals such as gallium as well as indium, these are purely soft metals which exhibit the low melting point and high electrical conductivity. Now the density of the elements are also increases when we are moving from top to bottom. What are the chemical properties of group 13 elements available? The major chemical property is nothing but the oxidation state. Here, except boron, all the other metals are exhibit different oxidation states. Due to the small size and high ionization enthalpy values, boron do not exhibit +3 oxidation states. But as we observe, aluminum, gallium, indium as well as thallium, all the elements are having +3 oxidation states as well as +1 oxidation states. Now the stability of +1 oxidation state is increases as we move down in the group due to the inert pair effect. So we can observe the certain trend between the elements. Aluminum is lower than the gallium and gallium is lower than the indium, which is lower than the tellurium. Okay, this is the certain trend. We have to remember this. Now what is the reaction of group 13 elements towards air? So generally boron is available in the form of crystalline state. So because of having the crystalline form, boron is unreactive or boron is less reactive. In case of aluminum, aluminum easily react with air, and finally the oxygen which is present in the air is react with aluminum to produce the Al2O3 or aluminum oxide on the surface of alumina. This is the considered as the protective layer. Due to the formation of protective layer, aluminum do not exhibit any kind of the corrosion process. In case of boron, boron is easily reactive with oxygen to produce the boron oxide or B2O3. This is the reaction of group 13 elements with oxygen or air. Now what is the reaction of group 13 elements with acids and alkalis? So all the metals are able to react with acids and alkalis except boron. Boron does not react with acids and alkalis even at moderate temperatures. But in case of aluminum, aluminum shows amphoteric character. That means aluminum is completely reactive with acids as well as bases. So that's why aluminum exhibit amphoteric character. In case of aluminum, when aluminum is reactive with dilute acids, there is the liberation of hydrogen. Similarly, when that is reactive with alkalis to produce the hydrogen. So because of having amphoteric nature. But when the reaction of aluminum with HNO3, aluminum become passive nature due to the formation of protective layer on the surface of the metal. Okay, this is the reaction towards acids and alkalis. Now as compared to all metals, in group 13 elements, boron exhibit anomalous behavior than the other metals because of having the number of properties. So those properties are nothing but it is the non-metal, whereas other metals are other elements are completely metals. Now in the each group, the first element is considered as the non-metal. So boron is considered as the non-metal. But all the remaining elements are completely metals. Okay, this is the anomalous behavior of the boron. So in case of electrical conductivity, all the other elements are act as good conductors, but boron does not exhibit high conductivity. This is the bad conductor. Sometimes this is act as insulator also. In case of allotropy, boron exhibit allotropy and exist in different forms. One is the crystalline form and another one is the amorphous form. But in case of aluminum, aluminum do not exhibit allotropy. Aluminum is available in the form of aluminum oxide as well as some other compounds, etc. Like other non-metals, melting point and melting point of boron are much higher than the other elements of group 13. So as we discussed previously, boron exhibit anomalous behavior. Boron exhibit high melting point as well as high boiling point, which is completely different to the remaining metals. In case of aluminum as well as other elements of group 13, all the other elements do not exhibit covalent compounds during the reaction, but boron easily produce the covalent compounds. In case of the acidic nature, the hydroxides and oxides of boron are completely acidic in nature, but The others are completely amphoteric and basic in nature. The trihalides of boron exist as monomers. On the other hand, aluminum halides are exist as dimers. Okay, these are certain properties of boron. Because of having these properties, boron exhibit anomalous behavior as compared to the all metals. Now, what are the different types of boron compounds which are present in the boron family? Boron exists in mainly three kinds of the compounds. One is nothing but borax, and the second one is the boric acid, and the next one is the diborane. These are certain compounds of boron. Now, when we observe the borax, the common chemical formula of borax is Na2B4O7 10H2O. This is called as borax. Here the powdered borax is in white color, which is having the soft colorless crystals that dissolve easily in the water. When we observe the properties of borax, borax is easily dissolves in water to give the alkaline solution. So there is the reaction. When borax is dissolved in the water, there is the formation of alkali or sodium hydroxide along with H3BO3. Coming to the next property, when heated the borax, then it loses water, so dehydration takes place. When borax is undergo dehydration process to produce Na2B4O7. Okay, this is about the borax. Now the second boron compound is orthoboric acid. The common chemical formula is H3BO3. Orthoboric acid is a white crystalline solid which is soapy to touch. Now this kind of the compound is prepared by the reaction of borax with HCl in the presence of water molecule. This is the weak monobasic acid and which is act as Lewis acid. But when heating orthoboric acid above 370 degree Kelvin temperature, it forms a metaboric acid. On further heating, this is converted into the last compound is called as diborane. This is also called as B2H6. Diborane is the simple boron hydrate which is prepared by treating the boron trifluoride along with lithium aluminum hydrate. Then there is the formation of diborane. So there are two types of the preparations. Those are nothing but lab preparation as well as commercial preparation. In the laboratory, diborane is prepared in the presence of iodine, but in case of commercial, which is prepared by addition of sodium hydride. Coming to the properties, diborane is a highly toxic compound. It catches the fire on exposure to the air, which is releasing the enormous energy, which is having the minus 1676 kilojoule mole inverse. Coming to the hydrolysis with water, diborane is easily undergo the reaction with water to produce the boric acid. Diborane is easily undergo the cleavage reaction with Lewis bases to produce the adducts. And finally, diborane is able to react with ammonia to produce the different types of the compounds. Okay, this is the structure of diborane which is present on the right side of the screen. These are certain boron compounds we have discussed. One is diborane, and next one is the boric acid, and next one is the borax. These are the different types of the compounds. There are a number of uses of group 13 elements. Here boron is the metalloid and found in boric acid and borax. This is the first one. And boric acid is one of the active ingredient in the eye wash. Okay, this is the lecture about group 13 elements or boron family. I think this video is very helpful for the quick reason. If you like video, then this video will be shared to your friends. Thank you very much.